Hello and welcome. This is Laura Tabet here, and this is part 2 of Artists of Reality. Last week in part 1, we looked at the 3 main qualities that support us to respond to life with artistry. These 3 qualities, observation, objectivity, and openness, create an environment within our psyches and our biology that lead to optimum resilience, creativity, and choice. We practice these 3 legs of greater awareness and began to sense the power of cultivating an observing mind, an objective awareness, and a capacity to be open and warm towards our experience. As artists of reality, we are learning how to be with what is, to guide our energy and open up to creative action. When we are in this warm, open, and observing stance, we can regulate our emotional states. We can self-soothe, upshift, or downshift our nervous systems. Additionally, when we cultivate these qualities of reflective focus and self-soothing attention, we strengthen our prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex is the aspect of the brain that can soothe and direct the reactivity of both the limbic and brainstem area of the body. If instead the prefrontal cortex is unable to regulate the experience of the lower parts of the brain, the raw instinctual energy can overwhelm the system. Yet when we grow our awareness, there is a creative flexibility that manifests when the energy of the lower parts of the brain are in collaboration with the prefrontal capacities. This is where we can have more artistry with our experience. So in this hour, I'd like to open with a short meditation so we can practice getting into our most open, observing, and objective stance. And after that meditation, I'll be talking about another concept that greatly supports being artists of reality. And then I will lead a second meditation so you can have a more experiential way of exploring that concept. So when you're ready, let yourself get ready for a short meditation. Let yourself get comfortable in a seated position and close your eyes. Feel your feet firmly on the ground. And allow yourself to sit up nice and tall. Take a nice clearing breath and a long exhale. And just begin to turn your attention into your interior domain. Just beginning to notice the sensations of your body. Calling your awareness away from the outer world, the to-do list, anything you did this morning or will be doing later today. And just set the intention to be right here in the present moment, where objectivity resides. The moment we turn our attention towards the sensations of our bodies and choose to come into the present moment, we are opening ourselves to being with what is, no more and no less. So just begin to allow yourself to notice what is. what's right here in your body. You might notice how your mind feels, what the quality of your thinking is. If the mind is moving quickly, calmly. You can bring your attention to this space right between your eyebrows and just notice how this analyzer is moving in your own body. Does it feel tight? Is it spinning? See if you can allow yourself to bring an open, curious stance to the exploration of your body sensations. Without having any judgments or needing things to be different, just observe the way it feels right between your eyebrows. Noticing the quality of your thinking. And if you could bring a feeling of openness into that area of your body between your eyebrows, what would openness feel like to you? Or rather, what would create opening in your body? What would feel good, comforting, soothing? Is there a color of light that would feel opening? Would you like to bring an image of a sky, an open, vast sky, right into that space between your eyebrows? Allow your attention to come behind your forehead and begin to move your awareness to the back of your skull. The very back of your skull, you can sense this open, spacious region of the brain, of the mind. Many of us can get quite lodged in the front, tracking, analyzing, and the details really zoomed in with our perception. Set the intention as you glide your awareness back behind your forehead and all the way to the back of the skull, that you are zooming out with your perception. That you are opening your awareness. And just see what it feels like to bring a quality of openness into the back of the head, into the back of the skull. What feels like openness to you here? An open meadow, a feeling of spreading or warmth. the sensation of a wide open view. Begin to bring this quality of openness into the back of the skull. However, openness shows up for you, allow yourself to play with that sensation or that image, that energy. More and more allowing your awareness to open, to spread, to expand. And imagine there at the back of your skull that there is a throne, your own personal throne or seat. And we're going to call this your seat of intuition. The witness chair, the chair from which you can witness and observe your life, your body sensations. And just see what your seat of intuition, your personal throne, looks like to you. And allow yourself to sit down into that throne, into that location at the back of your skull, feeling that sense of vast, open perspective, a large view. Feel your body resting into that seat. And from this seat of intuition, shine the light of your awareness down into the center of your chest. And just begin to be with what is in this area of your body. What does it feel like here? What kind of sensations do you notice? What's the quality of the energy like? Does it feel tight or open? Does it feel dark or light? Is the energy moving fast? Is it barely moving at all? Somewhere in between? Again, see if you can bring a zoomed out, open, warm, curious attention to the sensations in the center of your chest. Allowing yourself to be with what is. No more, no less. And see what it might feel like to bring more spaciousness into this area of your body. More openness. Perhaps openness feels like a warm golden ray of sunlight. Or a beautiful valley. Explore bringing this feeling of openness, spaciousness into the center of your chest. Let your awareness drop a little lower right under your rib cage. And just observing the sensations of your body in a friendly, open manner, just noticing what is, what the sensations are, the quality of energy. And invite this feeling of spaciousness and openness to flow down into the upper abdomen, the diaphragm, the organs under the rib cage. Openness might simply feel like a certain color to you. You can imagine that color flowing down into this area of your body, into the solar plexus. And allow your attention to drop even deeper down into your low back, into your hips, into the low abdomen. Just observe this area of your body. Does it feel dark or light in this area of your body? Is the energy moving fast or slow or somewhere in between? Without any judgment, ask yourself, is this an easy or more challenging area of my body to connect to? Do I feel a lot of sensation? Very little sensation? If this area was a room in your house, is this a room that you visit often? Or a room you haven't been to in a while? As you observe this area of your body, you might imagine your observation again is like a light of awareness. It brings light into any area of your body where you are paying focused attention. And just imagine you can increase the light in this room of your house, in this area of your body, feeling more light, more openness in the low back, in the hips, in the pelvic floor. What does it feel like to bring openness, spaciousness, and light into this area of your body? And then just set the intention to allow this flow of openness to move down into the legs, into your upper legs and the back of your thighs, into your knees, your calves, your shins. Down into your feet. Just begin to feel that sensation of opening, widening, spreading. feeling more spaciousness all through the legs and down into the feet. Allow that quality to move down through the shoulders and into your upper arms, into the elbows, the forearms, the hands. And zoom all the way out so that your awareness includes your entire body at the same time. Feel the openness and quality of spaciousness throughout your entire body at the same time. From the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Allow the light of your awareness to shine on the whole body, the entirety of your being. Allow yourself to take a nice deep breath in and long exhale out. And you can slowly open your eyes. So the meditation we just did, in addition to giving us an opportunity to practice observation, objectivity, and openness, as you were sensing different parts of your body with focused attention, you became more integrated. Integration is the concept that I want to talk with you about today. So these days, neuroscience and neuropsychology define mental health and well-being as occurring when a system is integrated. We can tell that a system is not integrated when it has rigid or chaotic qualities, rather than being in a state of harmony. In fact, looking through the lens of integration offers a new diagnostic tool where neuropsychologists are able to look at pathology as a form of lack of integration. So, what is integration? Integration is the linkage of differentiated parts of a system. Here's a good metaphor for you. Integration is like an orchestra where each instrument is playing its distinct sound, but together all the instruments are connected and harmoniously making beautiful music. Your nervous system is integrated when all parts of your brain are linking to one another, but also carrying out their distinct functions. Your personality is integrated when all parts that make you who you are connecting to one another, but also expressing their uniqueness. Neuroscientist Dan Siegel writes this: integration enables us to be flexible and free. The lack of such connections promotes a life that is either rigid or chaotic, stuck and dull on the one hand, or explosive and unpredictable on the other. With the connecting freedom of integration comes a sense of vitality and the ease of well-being. Without integration, we can become imprisoned in behavioral ruts, anxiety and depression, greed, obsessions, and addiction. And there are several kinds of integration. I'll give you a few just for examples. One kind of integration is called vertical integration. You can think of the meditation we just did, moving from the top of your head and all the way down to the base of your spine. This is called vertical integration. Vertical integration is the link of the brain stem, the limbic part of the brain, and the cortical areas of the brain. When these three parts of the brain are connected, when our mind connects with our body, and we bring open, objective, observing awareness to our experience, it increases what's called vertical integration. There's also bilateral or horizontal integration. This comes when your left and right brain are fully expressed and communicating with each other. For example, whenever we use imagination, we are supporting the integration of the left and right brain. That's because metaphoric language links the experiential aspect of the right brain with the linguistic capacities of the left brain. There is also psychological integration. For example, when the child parts of our consciousness are fully expressed and are integrated with the adult part of our consciousness. You can imagine when psychologically we lack this kind of integration, when the child parts of our consciousness are not integrated with our adult awareness. The child parts of our psychology can get behind the wheel of our lives and make some bad choices. And there is the integration of the nervous system itself, where the vast, complex pathways of your neural circuitry are alive, firing, communicating, and connected to the whole of your body. Whenever we sense the inner body, something that is called interoception, we are linking together a wide array of neural input from throughout the entire body and from multiple regions of the brain. So in this series, we are learning how to step into the artistry of creating our own experience, perception, responses, and lives. And so in this meditation, as we explore integration in a more embodied way, you are given the opportunity to step into more responsibility, to increase your ability to respond by owning your place as the creative director of your life. The truth is, we are all the conductors of a beautiful symphony of many aspects of being. Living inside of you are many parts, many aspects of your personality that make you complex, rich, and totally unique. At our most integrated state, all those unique parts of ourselves are expressing themselves, talking to each other, and making a beautiful team in the game of life. However, due to our survival mechanisms and conditioning, we have cut off parts of our expression because they have been deemed unwanted, disruptive, unlovable, or too much. And conversely, we have given more power to the survival circuitry. That's how we've survived, after all. Yet in the realm of integration, when one mode dominates for long periods, rigidity, depression, paralysis, and or chaos, anxiety, overwhelm will result. Psychologist Carl Jung, about 40 years ago, also asserted that mental health comes from a state of wholeness. Jung asserted that this wholeness came from integrating what he called the inferior function of the psyche. This is the part of you that is always raising its hand, but never getting called on. It's an underutilized aspect of the soul that at one point was relegated to the shadow. As a somatic or body-based practitioner, I have made correlations between the inferior function of the psyche and the underactivated parts of the nervous system. The areas of the body that we are less connected to relate to the parts of our psyche that are also less activated. Conversely, the parts of our nervous system that are very active are connected to what Jung called the dominant function, the parts of the personality that helped us survive and adapt to our environment. The good news, as artists of reality, is that we can learn to study these energies in the body and move towards greater wholeness and integration. We can sit in our seat of awareness and begin to open up and listen to our bodies and images, and we can begin to tend to our inner world. We can bring more integration into our systems. And as adaptive, evolving systems, we increase in complexity as we move towards greater and greater levels of integration. Every little tiny bit of your body has intelligence, and when there is an open flow of communication, the creative response to life arises from the interconnected, integrated interaction of the whole system. And our brain doesn't stop at our bodies. We are all a part of a vast web of connections and intelligence. There is a vast network of consciousness that if we can be open to it, infinite energy, insight, and wisdom is available to us. As Rollo May, psychologist and philosopher, states, the question is, how far can we let our imagination loose? Can we give it rein? Dare to think the unthinkable? Dare to conceive of and move among new visions? As we learn to be with what is and observe the energy in our own body, we step into this power of accessing greater levels of integration, complexity, and we allow ourselves to give our imagination rein, to open up to the infinite energy and creative responses and artistry that is available to us. So when you're ready, I'm now going to lead us in a longer meditation so that we can explore this idea of the parts of you, your inner world, the multiplicity that you are, all the unique aspects of your personality. We're going to explore the dominant function and the inferior function, the active and underactive parts of your nervous system and psychology. So when you're ready, let yourself, again, get ready for meditation. Let yourself get comfortable in a seated position. Close your eyes. Feel your feet on the floor. And let your body sit nice and tall. Take a big, deep breath in and a big exhale out. And then take another nice deep breath in and long exhale out. Once again, bring your attention into the sensations of your body, feeling the interior of your being. Allow yourself to begin to cultivate the quality of openness, warmth, spaciousness. Bring your attention especially to your back body, the whole back surface of your body. And imagine you can bring a state of openness, spaciousness into the whole back body. Whether openness feels like a wide open sky or a particular color, a field of wildflowers. However you imagine or sense openness, spaciousness, allow yourself to bring that quality into your back body, into the back of your head, back of your neck. Bringing spaciousness into the upper shoulders, into the space between the shoulder blades, into the mid-back, allowing a sense of spreading, opening in the middle of your back. Feeling a sense of spaciousness and openness in your low back and your hips. Letting this quality of openness and spaciousness travel down into the back of your legs. Begin to feel the whole back surface of your body open, spacious, spreading. And have a sense you can almost lean back as you would lean back into a comfortable chair, resting into that vast quality of openness. Allow yourself to feel the earth underneath your body. And know that you are naturally connected to the earth. There is a magnetic bond that connects your body, your consciousness, your energetic system to the ground of the earth, to the stabilizing, neutralizing, absorbing ground of the earth. And just begin to allow yourself to sense that field of energy, your grounding channel. And sense that grounding channel moves all the way down from your body, your field of energy, and all the way down below the surface of the earth, down through the layers of the earth, and all the way to the center of the earth. As you ground down directly below your body, set the intention to be right where you are, to gather all your focus and attention into this moment, into these sensations, into the intelligence that arises in the present moment. And as you feel and sense your grounding channel, allow your body to discharge any excess electricity, any tightness in your muscle, any heaviness in the body, any swirling or overly active energy, just allow it to begin to drop out and down into the grounding channel. Bring your attention to your forehead and allow any tension or excess energy in the forehead to just begin to soften, to release and let go. Feeling more spaciousness and openness in the front of your forehead. Take another nice clearing breath. Big inhale and long exhale. And now I would like you to imagine that living inside of you is a round table where all the parts of your personality are gathered for a sacred meeting. Allow yourself to imagine this round table, much like the round table of King Arthur's court, where King Arthur invited all of his trusted subjects and counsel to come and share with equal honor and equal voice their wisdom, their intelligence, their needs, their perspective. What is your round table made out of? What does it look like? Is it made of a particular material? What are the chairs made out of? The chairs where these parts of your personality sit. Let your imagination play and begin to sense and see what this round table, the chairs, look like to you. Where is this round table located? Is it in a sacred meeting room? Is it outside in nature somewhere? Let yourself imagine the sacred meeting place. What do the surroundings look like? What is the environment and the feeling that surrounds this gathering? Now, let yourself see that at this round table, there is a particular chair that stands out from the rest. This is your chair, your throne, your seat of awareness and intuition. Notice what your throne, your seat of awareness looks like to you, and take your seat at the table. From this seat, you can openly receive and listen to all the voices at the table. When you sit here, you are the conductor of the symphony. The leader of the company. the king or queen of the kingdom. The facilitator of a conversation. In this seat, you listen to everyone fairly. You see with an open, objective lens. You care about the health of the kingdom, the forward movement of your company, the creative expression of the orchestra. Now, sometimes we all can forget to take our seat as the director of our inner world. Let yourself begin to sense, imagine, remember what happens when you leave this chair empty. What happens when you don't come to the gathering? When you leave the chair empty, it's easy for other characters, other parts of the personality to take over the meeting. Notice what is happening at the meeting now. Is there a part of you that is louder than everyone else? An aspect of your personality that has taken control of the meeting? You may easily sense a more active figure at your table. Or you may just begin to get a feeling for this quality within you. If this more dominating figure isn't coming into your awareness easily, ask yourself this. When I'm not sitting in authority of my life, what voice easily gains power over me? What part of me starts to direct the show? Now allow yourself to bring your attention back to your body. Noticing the sensations and the movement of energy inside your body. Ask your intuition, where is the most dominant character live in my body? What part of my body feels the most active? Where is there a lot of energy? A lot of activity? What part of my body feels relied upon? What part of my body leads? When I'm on automatic pilot, what part of my body, where do I spend the most time in my body? Trust where you get drawn in your body as you ask these questions. And begin to notice how that area of your body feels. Does it feel tight, dark, heavy? Does it feel calm, proud, anxious? If this area of your body, these sensations, if it was a character, what would that character look like? How would that character behave? Would that character be male or female or something neutral? What does it feel like in your body when this character is active? Do you like the way this feels? What is the core experience or core message that this character always relates to you? What does it say? What does it believe? Observe this character from your seat at the table. How does this character behave at the round table? How does it relate to the other parts of you sitting at the table? What feeling most strongly emanates from this character, from this part of your body? What kind of atmosphere does this create at the gathering? Does the environment feel hostile, collaborative, stuck, paralyzed? How do you feel towards this character, towards this part of you? Is there anything this part of your body or this character need from you? Do they need to be soothed, quieted, comforted? Does this character or part of your body need to be listened to or appreciated? Take a moment and listen to what that part of your body, what that character needs from you. You can bring comforting energy to that part of your body, or speak comforting words to the character. Sometimes we need to kindly ask these more dominant figures to take their seat and allow others to be heard, appreciating what that voice has brought to the table. But knowing that there are other perspectives and parts of you that also want to be heard. Notice this part of your body as you bring awareness, as you listen, as you relate to this part of your body and this character. Do the sensations in your body change in any way? As the director of the meeting, is there anything you want to say to this part of yourself? Anything you want to say to this character, this part of your body? Take another nice clearing breath, a big deep inhale and long exhale. Sit back in your seat. Feel once again the spaciousness in the back body. And allow yourself to rest back. Into that vast spaciousness, filling the back body. And now, notice your body once again. And ask your intuition, is there a more ignored or far away part of my body that is raising its hand at the round table? Is there a part of my body that I don't visit very often? An underactivated area of the body. Trust whatever area of your body you get drawn to as you ask these questions. What part of your body is raising its hand? Wanting to express its voice. What does this area of your body feel like? What is the quality of energy? If this area of your body was a character sitting at the round table, what would this character look like? how old would it be? Is it female, male, or something neutral? Take a moment and allow yourself to listen to this area of your body. Listen to the sensations. Listen to the feeling tone. If this part of your body had a voice, what would this character say to you? What does it want to let you know if you allow its expression? As the facilitator of this meeting and the caretaker of your inner world, what do you sense this part of your body is needing? Is there anything this character needs from you? Any kind of support, attention, or appreciation? Would it feel good to bring a particular color of light into that area of your body? Does that character at the table need any supporters or helpers to come to where it's seated? Do you want to bring more comfort or beauty or adornment to that character's seat at the table? Is there anything that you want this character to know? How do you feel towards this part of your personality? What value can you see that this character brings to the round table? What qualities or gifts? Take another nice clearing breath. A big inhale and a big exhale. Once again, sit back into the spaciousness of your back body. sit back into your observing chair, into the throne or the seat at the round table. As you sit back, begin to sense both the dominant active figure and the less active figure sitting at the table, sensing their presence at the same time. As you do this, let yourself feel the two areas of your body that you connected to in this meditation. Bring awareness to both of these areas of your body at the same time. Imagine your awareness is like a bridge, a pathway of connection between these two parts of your body. As you sense this bridge, this connection in your body, imagine these two parts of your body are beginning to harmonize to one another. That your body naturally knows how to create balance. As you sit back in the seat of the creative director, sense at the round table that these two characters are beginning to understand one another and to see the gifts that each brings to the table. And that you, as facilitator, are mediating a deeper relationship between these two parts of yourself. That you are acting as a bridge, a connector. Ask yourself if there's anything else that wants to happen at this meeting or in your body for you to feel complete with this experience. Take a nice deep inhale and long exhale. And notice what it feels like in your body when you have more integration, when you honor the linkage of differentiated parts of your psyche and your body, when you feel a state of harmony and well-being. In the future, if you ever feel a lack of integration, a sense of paralysis, or a sense of anxiety in your own creative process, let yourself come back to this concept of the round table. Likely, there is a figure at the table that is dominating the meeting, and another figure that is being ignored. In those moments where our creative process as artists of reality are stalled or stuck, we can remember that special seat at the round table that's just for you, and step into responsibility as the caretaker of our inner world. Finding these places in the body where energy is overly active, self-soothing or regulating that area of the body. And finding the areas of the body where we are disconnected, bringing more aliveness and more appreciation to those areas of the body will help you bring greater integration and support you in moving forward in a more holistic, creative, and engaged manner. Thank you for joining me for part 2 of Artists of Reality. In part 3, we will be talking about creative action and how we can catch the creative flow inherent in each moment. We will be talking about the principle of emergence, a concept used in many disciplines of science to look at the evolutionary intelligence that moves through us and each moment.